Okay, let's just get right to it. The one question that's on everybody's mind is AI going to take my job? It seems like a simple question, right? But the answer is, well, it's a lot more interesting than a simple yes or no. So today, we're going to cut through all the hype and really dig into what the data says about the future of your career.
And hey, if you're feeling a bit worried about all this, you are definitely not alone. I mean, look at this number. The International Monetary Fund says that in advanced economies, a whopping 60% of jobs are exposed to AI. Now, that doesn't mean 60% of jobs are going to vanish overnight. It means they are going to change, big time.
But hold on, because this is where the story takes a fascinating twist. The World Economic Forum actually projects that by 2030, we're looking at a net gain of 78 million jobs globally. So while some roles will be displaced, even more are going to be created. You see, this isn't really a story about job loss. It's a story about job transformation.
So if we're talking about transformation, which jobs are we talking about here? Which roles are right on the front lines, seeing these changes happen first? Let's break it down.
Okay, look closely at this chart, because the key word here is tasks, not entire jobs. That is a huge distinction. For data entry clerks, yeah, AI can automate about 94% of their tasks. For customer service reps, it's around 73%. This shows us that AI isn't coming for your entire job, it's coming for the repetitive, routine parts of your job. And that's going to reshape what these roles look like.
And if you want a real-world example of this in action, look no further than Klarna. This payments company rolled out an AI chatbot that now does the work of 700 full-time human agents. It's handling conversations and resolving customer problems in just 2 minutes, down from 11. It's a pretty stark example of how this AI efficiency can totally reshape a company's workforce.
So what's the common thread here? What do these jobs all have in common? Well, they're built on stuff that AI is just brilliant at. We're talking about repetitive, rule-based work, tasks that use structured data and spotting patterns. And most importantly, they don't really require a ton of complex human judgment or that genuine emotional intelligence that machines just can't fake.
Okay, so that's the stuff AI is good at. But what about the other side of the coin? Where do we, as humans, still have that irreplaceable edge? Well, that brings us to the new AI-proof careers.
And this right here, this is the heart of it. We're talking about the human capability gap. An AI can process data like a champ, but it can't feel genuine empathy. It can't make a tough moral call, and it sure as heck can't take legal or ethical responsibility if something goes wrong. This gap, this is where we shine.
And you see this human gap play out perfectly in these professions, right? You can't automate the life-or-death split-second judgment of a surgeon. You can't automate the deep, empathetic connection a therapist builds with a client. And you definitely can't automate the physical skill and problem-solving of an electrician in a cramped, unpredictable attic. These jobs are all about uniquely human abilities. And the demand for these roles? Oh, it's absolutely exploding. I mean, the Bureau of Labor Statistics is projecting almost 46% growth for nurse practitioners in the next decade. Even skilled trades, like electricians, are seeing solid double-digit growth. This isn't just a wild guess. This is where the job market is actually heading.
Okay, so we know the what. Which jobs are changing, which are growing. Now for the really important question. How do you prepare? What skills do you actually need to build in your own personal toolkit to thrive in all this?
First, you have to understand that the pace of change is just mind-blowing. Think about it. A decade ago, a skill you learned was probably relevant for over 10 years. Today, the half-life of that same skill is down to about 4 years. And if you're in tech, try 2. That means your 4-year degree could be partly out of date before you even graduate. So lifelong learning isn't some fluffy corporate buzzword anymore. It's your new survival kit.
So where should you focus your energy? This list from the World Economic Forum is so revealing. Of course, you see AI and big data right there at the top. No big surprise. But look what follows. Creative thinking, analytical thinking, resilience and agility. It's this fantastic blend of hard tech skills and these deeply, deeply human capabilities. And this quote from PwC just absolutely nails it. In this new economy, the single most important asset you can have isn't a specific coding language or a certification. It's your ability to learn, to unlearn, and to adapt to whatever is coming next. Adaptability is the new technical skill.
And you know what? Employers are finally catching on. We are seeing a massive shift towards skills-based hiring. Companies are realizing that what you can actually do is 5 times more predictive of your success on the job than where you went to college. And that is a huge opportunity for anyone who can prove they have the skills, no matter what their background is.
All right, let's bring this all home. Let's build a game plan. Based on everything we've just seen, there are really 3 clear strategic paths you can take to build a career that's not just safe, but actually thrives in the AI economy.
First, you can be an AI builder. You're one of the people actually creating these amazing systems. Second, you can be an AI controller. You're the one focused on keeping it all safe, secure, and ethical. And third, and this is probably where most of us will land, is the AI plus human path. You take your deep expertise, whether it's in nursing or plumbing or teaching, and you use AI tools to become exponentially better at what you do.
Which brings us right back to where we started. After everything we've looked at, after all the data and examples, what's the real answer to that big question? Will AI take your job?
The answer is no. AI by itself will not replace you. But, and this is the part you really need to hear, a person who knows how to use AI absolutely will. The future isn't about humans versus machines, it's about humans with machines. The challenge, and frankly the massive opportunity, is to be one of those people who knows how to wield these incredible new tools and ride this wave into the future.